want to try something new, so here I am doing a voiceover. I'm not a native English speaker, and there will definitely be some weird ways of saying things and grammatical errors. So just a quick disclaimer there, don't be too annoyed at me if you hear something weird. As I'm working with color pencils here, I want to talk a bit about the materials, my process, and a bit about my relationship to color pencils. I would like to do a more tutorial-like video later, but this will just kind of be some thoughts around the subject. It's almost been a year since I last uploaded a video on this channel, and during that time I have been using watercolors less and less. The last few videos I uploaded were with color pencils, and a lot of the illustrations I have made since then have been with color pencils, so I fell in love with color pencils again. After studying art history for a bit and rediscovering Van Gogh's art and Edvard Munch, I kind of found a new way of working with them, and then I found a new inspiration, an artist named Andrea Serio, and his use of colors and light and texture just mesmerized me. I tried using some pencils I had bought while traveling, and I drew from my own photographs and from my own surroundings, and from there I tried using color pencils more and more. I've also found a few brilliant illustrators and artists on Instagram who also use color pencils, and they have been a huge inspiration for me now. I tried testing different papers and I found a perfect one, or perfect for me at least. My process when working with color pencils is kind of similar to how I use watercolors, at least when it comes to this kind of image. I am sort of painting a picture with my pencils. I start with a light outline sketch to see where elements should go. I almost always use a light blue color for this. Then I go into the bright areas that have yellow tones in them. I want the yellow to shine through the layers of darker colors that I will add on top. I hold my pencil quite lightly at this point, not adding much pressure. I like to build up layers of different colors before I add pressure. When I get to a dark area and have added most of the colors I want to blend together there, I will start applying more pressure to the pencil and paper. I like to keep a streaky texture that allows the colors to play together. I try not to get too hung up on details. The materials themselves have a great deal to say for how this technique works for me. There are 4 points to this. One is, I always use a sharpened pencil. It needs to be sharpened every few minutes actually. That way I can get the precise lines I want, and the tip of the lead can actually dip into the valleys of the paper. That way I can avoid the paper underneath being visible everywhere. The second point is that the pencils I use are relatively hard, I think. Soft pencils will break more easily, they will lose their sharp tip faster, and you won't be able to apply that much pressure. Soft pencils aren't bad at all, it's just that they don't really fit me and my technical needs. My third point is that the pencils I use are highly pigmented. When many people think of colored pencils, they imagine the cheaply produced pencils that children use. But those pencils have a low percentage of pigment in them, making the colors very little saturated and the pencils difficult to work with. The fourth point is that when I am working on an illustration and not just sketching, I can be very picky about my paper. I'm a paper snob, you guys. I prefer using a very smooth paper as opposed to a regular grainy paper. It needs to have some tooth to it in order to actually pick up any pigment, but I don't particularly like the standard paper quality that you will find in most sketchbooks. For this drawing I'm using Faber-Castell Polychromos and Fabriano Bristol paper. The image I am drawing is a scene from Southampton Common. It is a park in Southampton. I moved to Southampton from Norway in September, and this park is gigantic and so beautiful. It feels like a fairy tale when you walk through it. I hope that you have found at least one little part of this video useful or interesting. It has been a bit scary doing voiceover, but also a fun exercise for me. The drawing will be up for sale in my online shop, so you can have it on your wall or give it away as a gift if you want to. You can follow the link in the description to find my website. And please leave your thoughts about color pencils in the comment section, and let me know if there is any video in particular you would like me to make. I do have a few videos planned, and one of them is about sketchbooks, so do you have any questions you would like me to answer about sketchbooks? Please leave a comment and I will include it in the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!